Welcome to the YouTube channel and thank you for watching my video today, and I hope you're all well. Okay, I thought I'd share with you some ideas that I've been doing on the layout recently, and I hope they give you some inspiration of your own to go off and do some little projects and ideas that you can come up with on your own layout. Okay, so the first major project I did recently was rip out number 1 siding, which is the first main siding that you come to as you enter the motive power steam depot, and I replaced that siding with a nice long inspection pit, as you can see here on this road here. So that looks really much more better, I think, because you've now got a more realistic place for the steam locos to be maintained and cleaned at the end of the day, and it gives a nice little bit of detail relief there at the front of the layout. I've also added some wheel scenic cobblestone sheets around the ash pit there, and a little bit of Hornby fencing and some static grass to finish it off. It's quite simple to do. However, this is not finished yet. It has to be sprayed and weathered and painted accordingly. So this area's got to be detailed in terms of colour, and also the right kind of spray to weather the track in that area, and that ash pit needs to be coloured accordingly. Anyway, but the main thing is, though, this area has been done, so I've got somewhere now to park the trains on when there needs to be service, so it looks more realistic basically. I've also added some cinders and some ash in the forefoot there around the points, a little bit there as well, which I think looks better. Again, I've got this idea from looking through various books in my library, my steam train books basically, and just getting ideas from real life pictures and photos of working steam depots. And I'm sure if you do the same, or even visit an actual steam depot, you'll get the same ideas by taking photographs and making notes. That's the only way you really get the best impression of something. Anyway, moving on, I thought I'd share this with you. I made this the other night, and these are dead simple to make. These little station flower boxes. I'll bring the camera in. There we go. I'll just show you these. These are very simple to make, and I'll show you how. Okay, let's bring it over to the top of the good shed roof. That will use a good table. Okay. So these are really simple to make. I want to share this with you guys because I think these are really nice to make, and they're so simple that anybody can make these. If I mentioned earlier on in one of my videos before, when you get a Hornby locomotive or rolling stock these days, they tend to give you loads of packaging and polystyrene, and sometimes when you buy anything these days, it always comes in polystyrene packaging or bubble wrap or some kind of packaging. What I've done here, I've taken a small piece of polystyrene, like so, and just cut some of our good old friends, the coffee stirrers. They've been cut to size and put around the edge with a bit of PVA glue. Once they're dried and in place, I've then painted the coffee stirrers white right the way around the edge, as you can see. And then on top, I've just put some static grass, and just painted the ends of the tops of the static grass, should I say, sorry. Painted the tops of the static grass with some white paint, or whatever colour that you choose to have your flowers, and instantly, there we go, we've got a nice little attractive little flower box. And you can actually cut these to size, so if you want to make a smaller version, say for a house or a back garden or a front garden, you could actually, but I think these work quite nice on the platforms of the stations. So there we go. If I just put this back over here underneath the footbridge there we go, perfect. Okay, the other idea I want to share with you, this is really good, I finished this actually yesterday. We now have some water troughs, and here they are. So these water troughs come in a kit form. They're by ratio, which consists of the signs you get, a ladder, and bits, little details that you can stick on the signage board itself, and of course the water troughs themselves do come with the kit, which are the centre part of the detail that you can see in the track work here. These are the water troughs. They come with little tiny support brackets that you just simply glue into place, and you measure out each sleeper accordingly, and you just basically glue it all into place. The little side detail concrete troughs either side here are, again, you've guessed it, our old friend the coffee stirrers, cut to size, painted a nice concrete colour, and then glued into place in the 6-foot areas of the track, which is this area and this area, if you can be technical. And as you can see, I think they look quite good. And obviously being a steam layout, which mine is, as well as diesel, the steam trains needed to pick up water on the move sometimes, and the only way they would do this is the good old-fashioned water troughs. So we've got these here in place now. What I've done with mine as well, I've used some woodland scenic realistic water and just made the air as nice and wet as you can see here. This is all dry now, of course, but it looks nice, and above all, it looks realistic as well. So I've also added some water detail in the troughs themselves. I'll just bring the camera in. As you can see, we've given the impression of water obviously in the troughs themselves, waiting to be picked up by the next loco or being replenished from the last pickup. So there we go, and there are our water troughs, and I think they look rather good. So that's what I've been doing scenic wise. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope that gives you an inspiration to do some projects of your own. Take care, see you next time. Bye bye.